FORA.tv, Idea Immersion. Visit us at www.fora.tv.
Adoption is not the answer to the orphan crisis in Africa. If you add the 12 million orphans of AIDS to the numbers of children who have lost parents to TB, malaria, hunger, and war, you reach inconceivable estimates like 45 million children. A lot of the children are living with extended families. It's not to say that they're all on the streets, but the extended families also are completely overwhelmed. The UN Special Envoy, Stephen Lewis, has been talking about the generation of grandmothers who are trying to save Africa's children, women who have ended up having lost, having buried their own children and their children's spouses, and now are raising all their grandchildren. So we reach estimates like 45 million orphaned children. Last year, 470 of them were adopted by American families. This represents, according to my college son, 0.0001%, or 1/100,000th of the numbers of orphans. No matter what the media told you about Madonna's adoption, that African babies are the hottest trends since Hermes handbags, 1/100,000th is not a trend and does not address the problem. Nor can adoption possibly address the problem. One continent cannot adopt another continent's children, and no one would want that to be the solution. AIDS in Africa will be beaten back only when the rich world begins to treat Africa fairly, paying decent wages and prices for labor and raw materials, and allowing African manufactured goods to enter our countries. 2 weeks ago, I was in Seattle, needed a cup of coffee one morning. Everyone says, oh, coffee, Seattle, this is the world capital of coffee. This is the birthplace of coffee. And I said, Seattle's the birthplace of coffee? Addis Ababa is the birthplace of coffee. Excuse me, this is not, but Seattle's rich. Coffee is a multi-billion-dollar industry. And you see it in Seattle, you don't see it in Addis Ababa. There are just articles in the news this week about Starbucks having intervened to block the ability of African coffee farmers to access the profitable end of coffee. So the raw materials, the coffee beans, which come from Ethiopia, are sold, I think, for 60 cents a pound. By the time they go through all of the processing and the shiny bags with the Ethiopian names and the boutique coffee bars and so on, they're at the level of $25 and $30 a pound. And the wealth is here, it's not there. AIDS follows the path of poverty. But adoption is one answer. It's a wonderful resource for parents who want children in their lives, and it's a miracle for the children plucked out of orphanages and from the streets and restored to family life and to school.